It's time to repeal the 8th because there's 10 women leaving Ireland every day to get an abortion.
It's definitely time to repeal the 8th. I think it is a profound source of discrimination for women living in Ireland, for all women living in Ireland, but predominantly then for some feel it worse than others. So women who have disabilities, women who don't have the financial means to travel, you have women in direct provision systems, just basically anyone who finds it difficult to travel or doesn't have the financial means to travel. So it's a profound source of inequality.
As a GP, I really believe it's time to repeal the 8th Amendment. And the reason I believe that is because of my patients, because of women and couples who have come to see me, who have felt ashamed because they feel they've been treated like criminals. They're told that abortion is illegal, which makes them feel they're doing something criminal when they travel, and then they feel stigmatized. So much so that some have told me that they hesitated to come and tell me their true story. Some of them have told me they considered making up a story and telling me they had had a miscarriage. And it is personally awful as their doctor to think that they felt that way. We're trained as doctors to give people unconditional support and compassion, and I want to do that for all of my patients. I want to do it for patients who have pregnancies with anomalies who want to continue. I want to give them wholehearted support, and I want to give the same wholehearted support to women who decide that the best thing for them is not to continue a pregnancy.
As someone who represents ethnic minority living in South Dublin area, and those ethnic minority comes from a direct provision system. So in a situation whereby they're marginalized, economically marginalized, and getting pregnant in that instance, especially coming from that background, you're new to the country, you don't know where to go, and coming into getting involved in that situation and finding out, it's a double shock when you repeal the amendment and you focus on good treatment for women. It's better for the society overall.
The 8th Amendment needs to be repealed basically to take the law out of good healthcare, and there is no medical grounds for restricting abortion and criminalising it, which is what the 8th Amendment almost demands.
In Rape Crisis, one of the things we recognise about sexual violence, all sexual violence, is that it is a moment where your consent and your choice about your body have been taken away from you. When we walk the journey with a survivor in terms of healing, in terms of supporting them, we understand that fundamentally we have to walk alongside them and we have to respect them in terms of their choices and in terms of the journey that they're making, their time, their choices. And sometimes that choice includes, for a survivor of rape, or for a female survivor of rape who has become pregnant, sometimes that choice includes whether or not to have a termination if that is a possibility for them. So that is something that we face in rape crisis centres all the time, because that is the reality for survivors of rape.
It's time to repeal the 8th because now is the time for truth and honesty and to recognise the reality of women's lives, and women need abortion as part of reproductive health services.